Hi guys, I apologize for the background noise if you're hearing it. Right when I started shooting the video, my neighbor decided to break out his chainsaw for some silly reason at 8 o'clock in the morning. Anyway, this is my final reveal on the 2022 Cancer Awareness Group build of the 69 Firebird 400 in the lime ice color from Testors Extreme Lacquer. We also use the Testors Extreme Lacquer Wet Look Clear for the body, and it turned out really well. This is a real basic kit, so I added a bunch of stuff to it to make it look better. The only thing I didn't have, which I wish I would have, and doesn't come in the kit because of these old AMT kits, never have them, is a mirror. But in 69, an outside door mirror was an option, so we can get away with that, I guess. But I would have preferred to have one. Wheels and tires came from my parts box, and used some drag slicks on it. It's kind of a weekend warrior effect. You know, it's still a Monday to Friday he still drives it, and on Saturday we go to the track with it. We have the long scoop custom hood on, and I debated whether to put the hood tack on and decided against it. But I also did do the standard hood with the 400 decals on it. I'll swap it out in a minute for the pictures. On the bottom, pretty much basic. I did add some headers from my parts box, and you can see I've got the big slicks on there. And I set the car down as low as I could. The tires are pretty much bottomed out in the fender wells. We took decals from my 68 Firebird kit from Revell because I have photo etch to use for that one, so I could seal the decals from there to do my Firebird tail lights, the Firebird name on the front fender, the 400 badges on the hood, and as well as on the back, and the Pontiac tag on the back. Everything else chrome, with the exception of the on the body, exception of the rear bumper and the front nose piece, is all done with bare metal foil. And oh boy, I hate bare metal foil, but it looks so good when it's done. But it's such a pain to work with to put on. I dread doing it every time. But then when the results are finished, then I guess it's worth it. We did go ahead and do the trim around the wheels. We did the kick plate, all the window frames, door handles, door locks, windshield wipers. I think that was it with bare metal foil. So in the still shots, I'll focus in on that stuff so you can see it better. This is not a bad kit. I mean, it's just very basic in some ways, and kind of detailed in others. I mean, you do get the two hoods, so you can do the stock or the custom hood. It comes with the V8, which you'll see in a minute, and it comes with the straight 6, which I went ahead and built up, because we can always put that on a stand somewhere, which has decent detail. I didn't go quite as detailed on it. I didn't add the plug wires and whatnot on it, but if it's on a stand, it may not have plug wires at the time. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Again, so we used the Testors Extreme Lacquer, Lime Ice, and the clear. Both went down perfectly well. I didn't prime the body because it was a white color anyway. The Testors Lacquer does not attack the plastic or anything like that, so you can get away with that. Again, inside the bottom, we just did the basic painting as well, just red primer for the basic underbody, and picked out the frame and the gas tank and the exhaust pipes and kind of painted them up a little bit. For the interior, I just did a basic white with the 4-speed console, wood steering wheel, which I kind of always, seems like I always do wood steering wheels when I do my cars. Again, I will show some more detailed pictures of that because it's hard to see in the built car. So we come back here in just 1 second, and I will take it off the rotisserie there, and we'll get a few closer looks. Alright, for starters, we'll take a look in the engine bay here. And I find my poking stick here. This one we'll have to do. I don't have a little BG, so we'll have to use this. We did plug and coil wires, and to do that I use 22,000 solder, and then I paint it whatever color, in this case red. We just painted our air breather with just white paint on there. We used the kit part for the upper radiator hose. You can't see them in this picture, but I did put the battery cables in using the same 22,000 solder, and then you'll probably have to wait until the stills come up, but I did put the heater lines in for the engine compartment. I used the gloss, or metallic, I guess it is, Avignon blue, which I've used on previous year builds for the engine color, because it looks fancy. It's kind of chromy, but not really chrome. So there's that. And say it's so hard to see inside the interior once it's put together. You can see we got our white interior, we've got our 4-speed with a stick on the column. We did the dashboard all decked out, but of course again you can't really see that once the car is put together, even in person. The dashboard being all black, it just kind of fades into the distance. Again, with sanded the tread or lack of on my slicks just to make them look a little better, a little more worn. But there it is, guys. That's my. Oh, let me switch out to the other hood just for giggles. So there it is. That's our 69 Firebird 400 for the 2022 Cancer Awareness Group build. And again, I'd like to ask anyone who's in the build, and if I have not commented on your video, please let me know, because that probably means either I missed it or I'm not subscribed to you, and I want to be subscribed to you. I want to see what you've done, and I want to hear your story. Anyway, as far as the story goes, many of you may know, Kenny May is battling cancer right now, so we did the lime in honor of him. He's in his battle with cancer. He's hopefully going to beat it. Sounds like he's trying real hard to do so, and our prayers go with him. Thank you guys for watching, and we will see you on the next video.